we are same as Krishna, but still we commit mistake because we are affected by three modes of nature. Under these modes, whenever we commit mistake, does it make a soul bad or does the quality of the soul? Quality of the soul does not reduce, and the soul remains pure always. But because it is captured the modes of this three ropes, Satoguna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna, these ropes of nature. So because of those contamination, it commits the mistake. Okay, so soul is pure always, and that is why by doing bhakti yoga we can clear this contamination, and then soul is again pure. Okay, the question two is all beings are in me, but I am not in them. What does it mean? It says mean that you can understand like from the example of sun that in the daytime sun is there everywhere. uh, like you see the sunlight is there with the form of sunlight. Sun is there even in your home, in your room, everywhere sun is there. But that your room is not in sun. Okay, so you can understand. Is it clear? Okay, text 27. Vipashitam pranmano yatmanam arthendriyabhasamanidram varnam chaya tapau yatra nagrit pakshau tamaksharam kham triyugam prajamaye. Vipashitam, unto the omniscient prana, how the living force is working, manaha, how the mind is working, yeah, how the intelligence is working, Atma, Nam of all living entities, Artha, the object of the senses, Indriya, the sense, Abhasam, knowledge, Anidram, always awake and free from ignorance, Avarnam, without the material body, subject to pains and pleasure, Chaya, Atho, the shelter for all who are suffering from ignorance, Yatra, wherein na not, Grit, Akshu, partially devoured any living come unto Aksharam, Pali will come all pervaded like the sky. Three yugam, appearing six opulences, three yugas. Satya, Treta, and Dwapar. Vrajamaye, I take shelter. Brahmaji further saying the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly and indirectly knows how everything in the living force, mind, and intelligence is working under his control. He is the who? Supreme God. Is the illuminator of everything and has no ignorance. He does not have a material body subject to the reactions of previous activities. And it's not like Krishna got a body because he did some karma back in previous life. No, he is not under those rules. And he is free from the ignorance of partiality and materialistic education. I therefore take shelter of the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, who is eternal, all-pervading, and as great as the sky, and who appears with six offerings and three bars, Satya, Treta, and Dwapar. So you see, that's the way they ask for protection. They glorify the person, Supreme Lord, who is like this, who is like that. Just now we completed Gajendra Moksha, right? 2 days back we completed Gajendra Moksha. 6-7 days we were discussing about Gajendra Moksha. So in that also, how Gajendra is asking protection. Oh, that Lord who is like this, who is like this, please protect me. I take shelter of you. I offer pranam to you, like that. Similarly, this is the way when we ask protection, we glorify the person. It's not like out external fulfill from within, from our heart. The glorification should come. Okay. In the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, starting the Supreme Personality of Godhead is described in this way: Janmadiyas Atah. Janmadiyasya Atonvayad Itartasharthi Swavidya. The Lord is the origin of all emanation, and He directly and indirectly knows everything about all the activities of creation. Therefore, the Lord is addressed here as Vipaschitam, one who is full of knowledge. Who? God is full of knowledge, full of all knowledge, or who knows everything. Vipaschitam. The Lord is the supreme soul, and He knows everything about the living entities and their senses. The word anidram meaning always awake. and free from ignorance. These are the words used by Brahma. So it's very important in this verse. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Matta Smriti Jnanam Apanam Cha. It is the Lord who gives intelligence to everyone and who causes everyone to forget. So even by the if somebody remembers many things, it is because of Krishna's mercy. Somebody forgets very quickly, it's because of Krishna. Okay, Krishna is saying that remembrance and forgetfulness comes from me. There are millions and millions of living entities. The Lord gives them directions. Therefore, He has no time to sleep because He is continuously giving direction to millions and millions of living entities. Continuously. So how can He sleep? He is not sleeping. And He is never in ignorance of our activities. Always, all the things done by us is known to Krishna. We cannot cheat Him. The Lord is the witness of everything. Everything Lord is seeing. Okay. He sees what we are doing at every moment. The Lord is not covered by body resulting from karma. Our bodies, our bodies are formed as a result of our past deeds. Karmana daivinetrena. Why I got this body? Because I had some particular karma which resulted in this kind of body. And what I am doing now, it may result in the future body. If I am doing sinful activity, it may give future body accordingly. Pious activity, punya activity, it will give body accordingly. And bhakti, if I am doing, it will give the spiritual body. Okay. But the Supreme Personality of Godhead does not have a material body. So this principle, I said, no, what I do, accordingly I'll get a body. This thing does not work on Krishna because this rule is made by nature and Krishna is beyond nature. He is the controller of nature. So nature's rule are not for Krishna. Okay. So therefore he has no avidya. He does not sleep but always alert and awake. Okay. The Supreme Lord is, one should not think now Krishna is sleeping, so I can do the nonsense because he will not sleep. No, he's always alert and awake. He's always watching us. The Supreme Lord is described as, now another word Brahma said is Tri Yuga. Supreme Lord is described as Tri Yuga. That is another name. Because although he appeared various in Satyuga, Treta Yuga, and Dwapar Yuga. Why Tri Yuga is named? Because he comes in three Yugas, Satyuga, Treta, Dwapar. So when he appeared in Kali Yuga, he never declared himself. Because why Tri Yuga? Every Yuga he comes now. He said in Bhagavad Gita, Yuga, in every Yuga I will come. But here it is said in Tri Yuga. Because when he comes in Kali Yuga, he does not declare that I am the Supreme God. He does not declare that. Okay. That's what the shloka says. Krishnam Varnam Tita Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parsadam. The Lord appears in Kali Yuga as a devotee. Thus, although he is Krishna, Krishna Varnam Krishna. He is Krishna, but his color is not Krishna. His color is not black. He is golden color. Gaura. He chants the Hare Krishna mantra like a devotee. Sango Pangastra Parstam. He is always with his associates. Still, further, what it is recommended in Srimad Bhagavatam, Yagya Sankirtana Prayar Yajan Sumetsa. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whose complexion is not black like that of Krishna, but is golden. This is Krishna, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in Kali Yuga, Krishna comes in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But he does not say that I am God. What he say? I am devotee of the God. Like Ram came, he did not declare I am God. He just as a human being he came. Okay, he just came in the form of a human. But Krishna comes because he's Supreme God, so he comes originally. So he said, I am God only. I'm not taking avatar or it's not some incarnation. I am the one, original one. Okay, that's what Krishna, because he is, so he can say. But Ram did not say Krishna or other incarnations, they are the incarnation, but Krishna is the Krishna. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. He is the Swayam Bhagavan. He is the source of all the incarnation. We may know many incarnation names, but who is the source of all the incarnation? Krishna. So he declared, I am the Supreme God. So like that, in many form, many incarnation, Krishna did not declare that I am God. In Mohini incarnation, he said, I am just a woman. In Ram, he said, I am just a human being, general human being. I have to follow the rules, everything. So, sometimes animal bodies becomes like fish or like goat. Here in this like kurma. So he does not declare all the time. But in specifically in Kali Yuga, he says, I am devotee of God. So that is Bhakta avatar. Like when he comes in the form of tortoise, the Kurma avatar, comes in the fish, called Matsya avatar, he comes in the form of name, the Nama avatar. And when he comes in the form of Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam is also incarnation of Krishna, so it's called Grantha avatar. So similarly, when he comes in the form of devotee, is called Bhakta avatar. Okay. Bhakta avataram bhaktakyam namami bhakta shaktikam. Bhakta avataram. Bhakta avatar means avatar in the form of bhakta. Kurma avatar. Avatar in the form of kurma. Matsya avatar. Avatar in the form of fish. Bhakti avatar. Avatar in the form of bhakta, devotee. So that is Krishna. In the Kali Yuga, name is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. That's what the shloka is saying. So everything has a reference. So he is accompanied by associates like Nityananda, Advaita, Gadadhar, and Srivas. Those who are sufficiently intelligent worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead by performing Sankirtan Yajna. In this incarnation, the Supreme Lord declares himself not to be. He is Supreme Lord, but he declares not to be Supreme Lord, and therefore he is known as Triyuga. Because he declares in three yugas only that I am God, clearly. But in the Kali Yuga, he is not declaring. He is declaring himself as devotee of the God. So he is known as Triyuga. Okay. So now it is almost 9 o'clock. So if anybody has question, you can ask, and we can stop. Today somehow it was started late, so sorry for that. Okay, but we will not extend. Tomorrow, if you want, we can extend.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Otherwise, we can. Anybody asking?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
1 second. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu is mentioned as a three yuga, means Lord Krishna is coming only 3 yugas, not in Kali Yuga.
Yeah.
In Kali Yuga Bhakta avatar में है.
Kali Yuga is coming in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he is not saying that I am God. He is saying I am devotee of the God. That's why he is called Triyuga. Okay. Any other question?
Okay.
Okay, then. Hare. Thank you so much. So tomorrow we will continue from text 28 onwards, and hopefully tomorrow we will complete this chapter. Maybe. May not. I don't know. Okay. Hare Krishna. There are a lot of verses remaining now. Total 50 verses are there. We are on 28. So we can continue complete also. Tomorrow is what day? Tomorrow is Friday, na? Okay, no problem. Saturday, Sunday, we will cover more section. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Prabhupada ki jai. Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.